back with another one. So they done got Smokey too now. They trying to get old Smokey. Now, for those who haven't heard, legendary singer Smokey Robinson is now being accused of Diddy-like charges. Apparently from his former housekeepers. So, as I mentioned about Diddy, he wasn't the first and definitely won't be the last. And here we see now, even though Smokey Robinson is under the gun. So what do I think about all this, y'all? Well, sort of like I said before, it's not only a money grab free for all, but however, if you happen to be somebody famous or with money, and in the past you may have came at somebody foul, they're right now figuring out a way to use it against you and get at some of that paper. So 20, 30 years ago, something you may have forgot about. You know, you could have seen something walking by, a female walk by, look back, seen some tear, anything. And a lot of it could be made up or fabricated. And some of it could be true. Now, a Smokey Robinson case, who knows? I didn't really look into the exact details of what they're accusing Smokey of. So I'm assuming because it's his housekeepers, former housekeepers, these are obviously people who worked for him, been around him, up under him. So who's to say? And usually, I ain't gonna say usually, but a lot of times, often we hear of arrangements like that taking place anyway. You know, the husband, he's screwing the help, you know, someone in the help. The wife, maybe the pool guy or whatever. We all done heard of the stories. So, that appears to be common, but what's not common is all these new charges, but we in a new age, as y'all see. So again, and you ain't got to be highly successful or famous. Of course, those are what I'm calling the low-hanging fruit in terms because they got the fattest wallet, so anybody can point the finger and you may get lucky just because the actor or actress, whether guilty or not, they just don't want to get caught up or be bothered with the litigation, or they just don't want the bad press, so they may just throw some money on it, and that's all you want. So it's definitely room for a lot of that, as we see. But again, if you happen to do something in the past, they use time, you're going to get got. I mean, they at you. And you don't have to be famous, but worth something. Or anybody, anything is going to be used against you. As y'all see, y'all. Same with Shannon Sharp. That could have been, not with Shannon Sharp case, but Smokey case. He could have had some consensual relations with alleged housekeeper. And now it fell out and went bad, and she thinking about it years later, hey man, this he may, he may have went upside her head or anything. Or it could all be a lie. So, who knows, we'll see. But it is funny, it is odd. Out of all the celebrities, we damn sure wouldn't think it's Smokey Robinson. I ain't gonna say I damn sure, because I know you wouldn't either. Out of all the celebrities right now, I'm sure you was thinking of somebody more or less that's still in the limelight, or was just in the limelight. Not OG Smoke. OG Smoke, dog. So, I'm laughing, but it ain't funny. Now, if it's some validity to it, then, hey, what goes around comes around. You know, one thing about them tables, they showed return. Y'all remember that. But yeah, they got smoked. So who y'all think gonna be the next celebrity under the gun? walking down what they call it, the guillotine. Who do y'all think gonna be the next famous person or person with money? Y'all put that in the comments. Who y'all think next? Because we got a lot of them so far, a decent amount. And I'm talking about recently. I ain't talking about in the past. Although, Bill was one of the more notable ones, and we use his cases always as an example, him and similar. But I'm talking about after Bill, just recently, a slew of celebrities. But usually ones that's still in the limelight or just in the limelight. So, y'all let me know in the comments. And it's funny because I'm hearing now about the Diddy case. It look like Diddy, things are still going in his favor, it seems like. But I'm also hearing other celebrities now are coming into question. So, again, they got the ledger. So, some celebrities may be called to question, some won't. And it all depends. I don't believe every celebrity that set foot in Diddy's house or even went to his gala parties participated in that other stuff, but the ones who probably stuck around and them I ain't gonna say them probably the ones that's called because I didn't really look at the list. I just looked at the list. I ain't really read the list, y'all. To keep it 100. But who knows? The ones that's in them pictures where they all hugged up. But again, Diddy, this is why he may shake that, because none of that, as weird as it may be to most of us, it's not illegal. Now, unless when they get proof of all them druggings and all that, because he already pretty much got charged for the Cassie thing. He already broke bread for that. So, really could they stick him on? I mean, I'm sure they can find something for his ass, but who knows? That probably never was the play anyway. The play was to, what they say, humiliate him and rip them pockets and let him know who he worked for, remind him, and make him beg and plead to get somewhat, clip his wings. P. Diddy, he just wanted to, insert him back into society and hopefully he can grow his wings back. Maybe that's what it was all about. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. But enough for P. Diddy ass, y'all, man. They done got smoke, man. They finger pointing smoke, man. Y'all let me know if y'all think Smoke really did it or not. Between just us, me. Y'all let me know about that in the comments, man. But yeah, man, I'm joking, but man, that ain't funny, man. Now again, if he did it, what goes around comes around. But if he didn't, then that just really mean anybody, like, you said anything or did anything borderline or not even to somebody in the past, and you got people is now, oh yeah, but didn't you, yeah, remember when he flirted with you in that restaurant? Oh yeah, remember? Oh, okay, money play. So everybody hungry to get further. Y'all know what time it is, man. Bad News Brown breaking it down right quick. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll be back at y'all with some more of it. Peace.